What's going on, guys? So I am back in the cab of this 2019 Chevy Colorado ZR2 Bison Edition. This truck is incredibly fun to drive, and a comment that I just keep making to people who are sitting with me in this truck is that it feels capable and safe. It just feels like a truck that you can do anything with. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about its nighttime driving dynamics. Not that the driving impression is going to be any different, but some of the technology that they use at night is definitely different. Again, guys, you can definitely tell that this has a baby diesel in it. It sounds like a diesel from the inside. Actually, it sounds like a 4-cylinder / diesel. If you didn't know that it had a diesel in it, you might think it sounded like just a 4-cylinder. But it has that little bit of clucking that you hear with diesel engines. It is definitely a baby diesel. In my opinion, it doesn't have that acceleration and torque that you feel with its bigger brother, or even any of the other large diesels, or even large V6s for that matter. But you can tell it's a very torquey little diesel. So it gets up to speed well, it holds speed well, it can pass well, but don't expect it to pin you in your seat. That being said, it's definitely designed around handling characteristics. The truck feels rock solid on the road. It feels far more stable than a lot of full-size pickup trucks, in my opinion. It definitely has that feeling of a nice firm planted suspension while you're on the highway, but then the minute you start taking this thing off-road at all, even just on rough roads, you really feel that softer dynamic suspension kind of kicking in and absorbing any of those bumps or any of those things that might normally jostle you around. As I drive at night with this truck, the one thing it absolutely needs is either high-intensity discharge headlights or LED headlights. The headlights on this truck, in my opinion, just aren't adequate, especially if you plan on taking this truck off-roading. To me, they just feel not just old and dated because they're halogen headlights, but they don't provide a tremendous amount of light output on the road itself. Right now, I am driving on a road that traditionally, with an LED-equipped truck, I could see very clearly, and in the camera, you can even see very clearly. But as you can probably tell, they have kind of that dull yellow halogen old school feel to them, and I really, really wish that they would put some LED headlights and LED fog lights in this truck. Aside from that, that's just about the only gripe I have. When it comes to the technology, when it comes to the package that's included with this truck, I don't necessarily think it needs more because it is based off of a Colorado, a mid-size pickup truck. It's not supposed to compete against a High Country or an LTZ or a Denali truck. It's designed to compete against the Ranger, the Toyota Tacoma, maybe a certain model of the Frontier. It is designed to be a capable, compact, or mid-size pickup truck. Now, the pricing on this truck is a little higher than I would like to see it. It's at $55,000. I do believe that you get a lot in terms of capability for that price, just not a heck of a lot of features. So what I mean by that is, at the $55,000 price point, I would like to have seen some type of high-intensity discharge or LED headlights. I would like to see a power reclining feature in the chair as opposed to a manual reclining, even though the rest of the seat functions are power. I'd like to see a navigation system, and I'd also like to see a few other little creature comfort features that you might expect, like memory seats and things like that. But what you sacrifice is easily made up for in terms of capability. The fact that you have that front and rear locking differential, the fact that this thing is designed to be an off-road king. It is really designed to be able to take you anywhere you want to go. It has very aggressive high-end reservoir shock absorbers that have this multi-stage function to them that kind of adapt to the different terrain, and it's user selectable inside of the vehicle. It has a nice little engine exhaust brake, one thing that you might not expect on a smaller diesel like this, but it does have it. And it has an admirable 5,000-pound tow capacity. So it is a really nice, capable truck, especially if you're going to be taking it out to areas that you might take something like this. I do wish that it had spot mirrors on both the driver and passenger side. It only has them on the driver's side. It's nice enough, but again, my gripe about all pickup trucks in general, regardless of the manufacturer, is that they should all just come standard with spot mirrors or towing mirrors, simply because if you have a truck, at some point you are likely to use it to tow something. So just put them on the truck. Another thing that this truck does not have, and I'm actually happy that it doesn't have it, is a sunroof. You guys know that I am not a huge fan of sunroofs in pickup trucks, but this is purely a personal preference. I know there are some people out there that have to have their sunroof. In this specific truck, it does not have a sunroof, and I personally don't think it needs one, or would even want one if it did have the option of having a sunroof in it. It does have a nice slow open tailgate, but it does not have bed lighting. So that is something I really wish this truck had, mainly because we're going fishing right now, and it's kind of hard to see what you have in the bed of the truck in terms of all your tackle and your supplies when you don't have bed lighting. Now, I know it's not something that you absolutely need. People have gotten by without bed lighting for a long time, but in this modern era where bed lighting is just kind of included, you wish it would have it. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you a quick follow-up and impressions of this truck. So, things I love about the truck: I love the way it rides, I love the way it handles, I love the capability and the off-road features that it has, which is really what it's designed about. The Bison package, along with the ZR2 package, is all about providing you a tremendous amount of capability in terms of off-road prowess, the protection it provides you with that boron steel skid protection underneath, as well as the rock slides on the side, the back, and the front, a winch-ready front bumper, which is super awesome, as well as the front and rear locking differentials, and all the custom upholstery, the hood scoop, all this stuff that you get in this package. So I do love that. I do wish it had a little bit more technology with it, though. I wish it had a little bit more in terms of luxury features. Like I said, bed lighting, LED headlights, LED fog lights, things like that. Aside from that, this is a really cool truck, and I plan on taking it out a little bit more, and hopefully we can get this thing off-road in the sand to see how it performs. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very soon.